Good day everyone! Recently, I have finished reading Aleph. Through today's video, I am going to read some of the quotation that I liked most. Before reading the quotation, let's know about Aleph. Aleph is a 2011 novel by Brazilian writer Paulo Coelho, an autobiographical account. It is his 14th major book and touches on the theme of spirituality. Aleph was written in Coelho's native language, Portuguese. The book tells the story of his epiphany while on a pilgrimage through Asia in 2006 on the Trans-Siberian Railway. The railway is often associated with the main transcontinental ~rəSHən line that connects hundreds of large and small cities of the European and Asian parts of Russia. At a Moscow-Vladivostok track length of 9,289 kilometers, it spans a record 8 time zones, taking 8 days to complete the journey. During his novel Aleph, he started journey from Moscow and he visited hundreds of cities, small and large cities. Then he ends his journey at Vladivostok, a city which is situated close to Sea of Japan. Okay, let's start reading quotation. Here I am starting the first quotation. Train your heart, that is the discipline every warrior needs. If you can control your heart, then you will defeat your opponent. The path of peace follows like a river, and because it resists nothing, it has won even before it has begun. The art of peace is unbeatable, because no one is fighting against anyone, only themselves. If you conquer yourself, then you will conquer the world. We are not the person other people wish we were. We are who we decide to be. It's always easy to blame others. You can spend your entire life blaming the world, but your success or failures are entirely your own responsibility. You can try to stop time, but it's a complete waste of energy. Our next quotation that I liked most. They lie in what you call the past and await a decision to be made in what you call the future. They clog your mind and slow you down and won't let you understand the present. If you rely only on experience, you will simply keep applying old solutions to new problems. I know a lot of people who feel they have an identity only when they are talking about their problems. That way, they exist because their problems are linked to what they judge to be their history. Now, let's read a poem. I forgive the tears I was made to shed. I forgive the pain and the disappointments. I forgive the betrayals and the lies. I forgive the slanders and intrigues. I forgive the hatred and the persecution. I forgive the blows that hurt me. I forgive the wrecked dreams. I forgive the stillborn hopes. I forgive the hostility and jealousy. I forgive the indifference and ill will. I forgive the injustice carried out in the name of justice. I forgive the anger and cruelty. I forgive the neglect and the contempt. I forgive the world and all its evils. I will be capable of loving, regardless of whether I am loved in return, of giving, even when I have nothing, of working happily even in the midst of difficulties, of holding out my hand even when utterly alone and abandoned, of drying my tears even while I wept, of believing even when no one believed in me. We are all souls wandering the cosmos and, at the same time, living our lives, but with a sense we are passing from one incarnation to another. If something touches the core of our soul, it is remembered forever and affects whatever comes afterward. Are we the result of what we learn? We learn in the past, but we are not the result of that. We suffered in the past, loved in the past, cried and loved in the past, but that's of no use to the present. The present has its challenges, its good and bad side. We can neither blame nor be grateful to the past for what is happening now. Each new experience of love has nothing whatsoever to do with past experiences. It's always new. If I had to give you one piece of advice, it would be this: don't be intimidated by other people's opinions. Only mediocrity is sure of itself. So take a risk and do what you really want to do. Seek out people who are not afraid of making mistakes and who, therefore, do make mistakes. Because of that, their work often is not recognized, but they are precisely the kind of people who change the world and after many mistakes do something that will transform their own community completely. If you spend too much time trying to find out what is good or bad about someone else, you will forget about your own soul and end up exhausted and defeated by the energy you have wasted in judging others. Live your comfortable life. Where have you been? Is not an empty question. Anyone asking it is also saying, I missed you. I want to be with you. I need to know what you have been up to. Thank you everyone for listening. See you again with a new episode. Until then, have a nice time. Greetings from Fake World.